partly are on a mission to connect the world's parts. We have a suite of products. Number one is PartsPal. That's a SaaS product that takes parts businesses and brings them online. It makes the process of going from offline to online really, really easy, and then allows them to sell their parts online with all of the fitment data and things that matter to them. The second big product we have is a Wikipedia or a database for vehicles and a database for car parts. 81% of part queries start online, but only 9% are completed online. So most parts you're not finding online because it's just too hard. Refurbished parts, second-hand parts, extremely hard. Even manufacturers, businesses that make parts, struggle. And generally they'll just sell into one region or one area like America or parts of Europe. The scale is massive. This is a $1.9 trillion industry, and the core problem is that defining a vehicle in the industry is actually really hard. So Europe and America, for example, talk about cars in a very different way. And so when, as a business, you want to sell something in America or in Europe, you kind of have to map that data into the European standard, into American standard, and that really isn't a global standard that links all of this data together. This is the problem for extremely large businesses and even manufacturers, like the Toyotas of the world, these huge manufacturers. When you get down to smaller businesses, the problem is just unsolvable. It's almost impossible for you to take your 10,000 parts, link those to all the vehicles they fit, and get those online. That's what we're solving. So we're building a huge database that links parts to the vehicles they fit. We're standardizing the vehicles, so one vehicle is defined for the whole world, and then anyone that wants to link a part to that vehicle simply links it once and can sell it anywhere in the world. It's a huge problem. It's a very hard problem, and the industry are well aware of it, so you've got to treat it with a lot of respect. But we're working with a huge number of businesses now in 13 different countries, and this is really driving how we do things. So we're super customer focused. We're always constantly talking to our businesses and using their feedback to help us design a system that actually works globally. We've recently raised $1.7 million at a $7.5 million valuation, and that's really going to change how we approach this. We need a lot of money to solve this really hard problem, and the venture capital model just made sense for us. Because the problem is so huge and very hard to solve globally, we've taken on this money now to let us scale the team and really just focus on solving the problem in a global way. Taking on all this extra capital gives us a lot more freedom to do that and really do a good job. I think some of the biggest challenges for us have been figuring out where to focus. We noticed really early on that there was pull from the industry. There was a real big problem around parts. I have a moderate automotive background, so I worked on cars when I was younger, but not at a really deep industry level. And trying to understand exactly where the problem was and how to solve it was extremely hard. Some really big problems there. Making sure that we're really doing exactly what our customers want, but in such a way that it's going to scale to everyone. So I think data and trying to understand how to use this huge amount of data around vehicles and parts, that was also another huge challenge. All of the co-founders I've known for years since I was young, and they were all people that had real strong ambition, real drive, and were skilled in a particular area. All of the co-founders were friends who I thought would be great to build a business with. The right attitudes, and we all just really got along. I think what makes this most exciting is we're we're a little city in New Zealand, Christchurch, New Zealand, solving these huge problems for massive businesses around the world. Most of our customers are in America and Europe. And just being able to do that and solve this global problem, potentially our $1.9 trillion problem from here in New Zealand with Kiwis is amazing. I mean, I really think here in New Zealand, we've got some really incredible people. Kiwis are really good at solving problems. They're really good at thinking from first principles. It's that number 8 why mentality. Big problems, we just get stuck in and we solve it. And I think it's super, super exciting to be part of a journey where we could be this huge, huge company in 5-10 years' time, solving a problem that really matters. It's really important.